There's a Phineas and Ferb trailer. I knew it was getting revived. I was wondering if a trailer was ever gonna drop. It seems to be on the Disney Plus YouTube channel. I don't know. Like, it only has 24,000 views, but it's been out for an hour, which I find is kind of odd considering that this is kind of like a big thing, which makes me kind of wonder, like, am I like missing something? Was there already a trailer or something like that? I know there was a whole like "We're Back" song, but I'm not really sure if that counted as a trailer. Is that actually going to be in the show? And even if it is it? I don't know. Like, it's been like I will occasionally dip back into the old episodes, but it's not like I've seen every single episode and have like encyclopedic knowledge of everything. So I don't know if clips that they show are from the old show or the new show. But there's a new trailer right now, and apparently this is airing on June 5th, which is quite fitting. Anyway, I've had a bit of a rough morning. I'm just a little bit upset about a few things that I will complain about on one of my daily vlogs, and they're all first world problems and make me sound like an over-entitled freak. So let me just watch this and hope that this sparks some enjoyment into my life, and hope that I don't get some sort of freaking audio copyright hit or something like that. Let's just watch it. It's 1 minute and 9 seconds. Let's just watch.
All right, here we go. Long time no see.
Yeah. I'm just pausing it like as much as I can to try and avoid a copyright hit. But like, I remember when I saw like Dan, what's his name? Sorry, Doofenshmirtz recording the first line and being like, Belly the platypus, it's been too long. I bring that up any time that the conversation of Phineas and Ferb coming back, or just Phineas and Ferb at all, enters a discussion, and people are like, wow, that's a pretty meta line. And I'm just like, yeah, you don't know Phineas and Ferb? Phineas and Ferb is literally the one Disney Channel show that I actually enjoy. Like, I also liked Victorious back when I was in high school, but now I kind of think of it as a bit cringe. Sam and Cat too, which I only really watched because Cat was in it from Victorious. And even my dad would have to separate Phineas and Ferb from other Disney Channel shows. He hated Disney Channel shows. Like, there was a scene in iCarly where, like, one of the jokes is that someone falls from the roof and it's like, oh, I think I broke my spine or something like that. And the characters just look at him and they're just fed up and walk up the stairs. And my dad threw a huge fit about that and was all just like, oh, this show is promoting letting harm come to people and not caring about that. Okay, whatever. But I remember once he literally said, like, not to me, it was mainly towards my step-siblings, but he was all like, I'm fine with any show as long as it's not Phineas and Ferb or any of those stupid iCarly shows. I just love how, even though he was trying to associate Phineas and Ferb as being bad, he still had to separate it from the other Disney Channel shows. That's how good Phineas and Ferb is. Okay, 104 days. Again, sure. How many episodes is this? Wait, it's only going to be 2 seasons, right? Like, hopefully it gets renewed for more, but 2 seasons is what's been confirmed, right? Like, if the first season absolutely tanks it and gets 0 views, do they just cancel the second season? I assume they do. Do we know how many episodes it's supposed to be? Before 2 new seasons were ordered in January 2023. I don't see an episode count. I don't see, like, is this going to be like season 5 or is it series 1, like Doctor Who style? Like, no, whatever. It's not even on the freaking wiki. Whatever. Well, let's just go. 104 more days. Ooh, that looks cool. This is gonna be so good, because, like, I don't want to see a freaking water... Bro, it's April 3rd. Can the snow just go away? Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I don't want to see freaking going on a water ride wheel thing in freaking winter. I want to see that in the summer, which is great why this is airing in the summer. Like, I assume, like, unless if it was just coincidental... I assume, like, even if it wasn't coincidental, someone was gonna push for that, right? Someone was gonna actually push for this to air in the summer. If season 2 airs in the winter, then I assume it just fell off, like Doctor Who. Yeah, so much for character. Is it actually gonna, like, are they gonna explain anything? Are they gonna explain why Doofenshmirtz is evil again and why Candace cares about busting her brothers again? Or is it just gonna be like Is it going to be something stupid like, oh, like she just feels like an urge to do it, or she just wants to do it for old time's sake? Because I feel like she's learned the lesson about not busting her brothers in like 4 episodes. It's like she learned about it in the Candace Saves the Universe movie, and she learned about it in the freaking like at least the Wizard of Oz one, right, where she had a dream or something like that. I feel like it's been like there's been so many. Phineas's birthday, although that was mainly just her not wanting to bust him on his birthday. But there were so many times where Candace kind of learns. What about the episode where they freaking built a teleporting cell phone for her? Like, of course, like I know though, but that's what I love about Candace's character, right? It's not just about busting her brothers. She just wants her mom to know that she's not crazy. Because Phineas and Ferb technically get busted in like 5 times during the show, and with every single time it gets less and less dramatic and less satisfying. They're like the 5th time that it happens is when they get busted for leaving dirty towels on the floor, which, as you would expect, doesn't satisfy Candace, because again, it's not about getting her brothers in trouble, it's about getting her mom to believe her. The 4th time was a real boy episode where they built the springy thing. And in that episode, her mom doesn't actually really get to process what's going on because she gets her memory wiped before she actually gets to like put any repercussions on the boys, Phineas and Ferb. I feel weird calling them the boys. As you can tell, I barely ever say that word. But anyway, the 3rd time was She's the Mayor episode, which was very interesting to watch. And I think like that's kind of the only confirmation that we actually get that her mom would genuinely disapprove of Phineas and Ferb building even harmless stuff. Like, because in that episode, they just built a random, like, 19th century town. Like, it wasn't even anything dangerous. But time reverses before she actually gets to say the word, "You are busted." The 2nd time is the Quantum Boogaloo episode, whatever it's called, where we get to see her bust him for the roller coaster, which isn't as satisfying as seeing her bust them now, because, you know, it's satisfying to see, like in the 1st time where Phineas and Ferb get busted, and spoilers, it's just a dream. But it's the most satisfying one because it's the first time they actually get to see them get busted, and her mom actually processes all the times that Candace, like, told her about previous times, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I made fun of you behind your back." It's like, versus She's the Mayor episode, where she's literally just like, "I'm sorry, Candace, now I see that all the times that you said that crazy crap was true." So, whatever, okay. Why does her mom have a freaking floaty full of crap? I'm sure it's not that important, or maybe it's just leading to the joke or the payoff of the episode. I don't know. Finally. Oh, is it? Aw, that's too bad. Gotta give him a redemption arc again. Was he evil in the episode where we flash forward to the future? I can't remember. The episode where he's complaining about having never had a midlife crisis? I'm having a midlife crisis every day, bro. New adventures, new songs, new innators, new shenanigans, new inventions. What was that? Wait, hold on, what was that? Ooh, oh, it's just springy gloves. I thought it was some freaking, like... Do you ever have those dreams? Like those... Once I was on, like, a balloon or something like that, or I was on a freaking, like, pirate sail or something. Do you ever have a dream where you're, like, hanging on for dear life, and there's a good chance... Like, you're on something that's very unstable, and if you're not, like, holding on with all the grip you have, you're probably gonna fall, and if it doesn't end you... it's going to hurt real bad, and just in the dream, you just have like an endless tingly sensation of just that fear of feeling like you're gonna fall. That's usually what wakes me up. But I thought they were on one of those things. I thought they were on like a very tiny little cone-shaped platform where it was very easy to fall, unless if they're like stuck to it. But even if you're stuck to it, I'd be worried about it falling, even if it is built by Phineas and Ferb. One of the videos that's being recommended to me is the Milo Murphy's Law crossover. I haven't watched that show other than the crossover episode, so it's very clear to me that there's a bunch of Milo's Murphy time travel lore that I was not aware of. Very interesting, though. It makes you want to watch the rest of the show, even though it... Let's just go on. Gecko Gear, that's what it's called. How's that? Throw it in the ocean? Ooh. Nice. Ooh, Ferb's got a green guitar to match his green hair. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, there you are, Perry. You guys are so weird.
Oh, wait, did we just see a front-facing Phineas there?
You guys are so weird.
Oh, the comments are turned off so no one can complain about it. Not now, it's on June 5th. It's still by 2 days over 2 months away. That was good. I'm glad that was there. Also, let me just pull this up. I want to do this all in one take because I'm never gonna freaking edit this if I don't do this in one take. Look, I hit 1.04 thousand. I hit 1.04K subs. Thank you so much. Every time that number goes up, it genuinely makes my day, even if the morning was very crappy. Of course, I'm looking forward to this show, man. I'm wondering who it's for, like. Because, like, you know, I feel like a bit of a jerk for even bringing this up. But, like, are they targeting a new audience of kids? Or is it appeasing to the old audience? And I think just asking that question makes me automatically think it's probably both. And by that, they probably just don't care. They were told, make more Phineas and Ferb, and that's exactly what they're doing. Like, Phineas and Ferb isn't exactly the kind of show where if you're just watching it for the first time, you need to go back and see all the other episodes to make sense out of it. No, it's just a fun, mostly episodic show. Like, I don't know, whatever. I'm looking forward to it. I don't want to turn the camera off because then I have to go back to contemplating what the kind of crap that happened this morning. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye.